I believe that real estate agents are in trouble if they continue with their existing value proposition. That's a great question. I've actually done a lot of research as I've been authoring a book. As you mentioned, I believe that real estate agents are in trouble if they continue with their existing value proposition. That in order for them to remain in the transaction and remain well paid, they have to become less salesperson, less customer service representative, and more wealth advisor for their client's real estate portfolio. In the process, as I've been doing this research, I've been interviewing a lot of financial advisors to find out how they set themselves apart so that I can then go back to real estate agents and say, here's how you can show up in the world. Here are the conversations you can have. Here is kind of what it sounds like to think like a financial planner. And it's been interesting as I've interviewed a number of those wealth advisors. The ones that I see doing really great things is rather than just taking an expertise in one area, for example, life insurance. I think that's maybe a common one that I'll also experience, know somebody who that's their only expertise. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I do think that those that are more the center of all things financial are going to have an advantage. What I mean by that is that they don't only know about their life insurance or their 401k or their annuities. Although they do have an area of expertise, they actually build a network of people who can allow them to be educated to their clients on all things. Now, I don't mean that necessarily that they need to be an expert in real estate, but this is one of the prime things that I teach real estate agents, that if you go to a financial advisor and you say, now I understand you have annual reviews with your clients every year. In that process, you're probably checking in on not just their stocks, bonds, annuities, insurance, but I would imagine that a good financial advisor is also checking in on how's their real estate. Like, do they still live at this address? Do they still have a couple of rental properties? And you don't know that simply because you're trying to get them to liquidate and put more money into their portfolio that you get paid on. But it's really being more of a holistic advisor to know what their overall strategy is. And as an advisor, being able to have a key real estate partner that, again, has the mentality of being a wealth advisor for their real estate portfolio, and being able, when you sit down with a client, rather than just going straight into the stuff that you ultimately get paid on, you look at a more holistic view and say, hey, I understand that you guys still have a property in this zip code. Based on information I'm getting from my real estate advisor, it looks like that zip code is appreciated about 7% over the past year. Congratulations on the growth. That's great. What are your plans? Are you still planning on staying in that home? I know you've got kids kind of going off to college. Are your plans to stay? And you might be saying, like, wait a minute, that's what a realtor should be asking. Yes, I get that. But if a wealth advisor, a financial planner can be asking that question, what ends up happening is that client gains trust with that advisor, because they're not just talking about things that are monetizable for the wealth advisor, right? People, I think, start to look other places or don't really stay on plan, or they don't have full trust in their advisor if they're only giving advice on buy more of this, buy more of this, buy more of this, as opposed to let's look at the whole picture. Hey, it's great. You guys have another rental property. Are you thinking about adding more? Hey, that's great. Or are you going to get rid of them? Great. And then being able at that point, once you learn that information, to say, do you have a real estate wealth advisor for your real estate portfolio? You'll be like, what? I don't understand. We have a realtor. Great. There's realtors, a lot of people that can help you buy and sell a house. There's fewer people that truly act like I do, but for your real estate portfolio, if you're interested in an introduction, I know somebody great. Now that wealth advisor, again, has positioned themselves to be at the center of all things financial, gain more respect and more trust from their clients, and potentially added value to a trusted real estate partner who is having the same conversations within their sphere, not just about real estate, but about, tell me about your whole financial picture. Now you can build this powerful team like Robert Kiyosaki taught we all should have in Rich Dad Poor Dad, of having the key players, of having an attorney, having a CPA, having a realtor, having a financial advisor, having all these people that really guide us to wealth. And I think that's where the future of well-paid industries that are experiencing downward price pressure are going to start to grow their value and maintain a very profitable customer base, because they really are helping people preserve and maintain wealth, not just selling them products. I think that model is going to go away. I think the internet will take that away.